Hello viewers, welcome back to this channel. So in this tutorial we'll be discussing on the calculation of a determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix. Basically you are going to use the artistic method. So simply when you are determining the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix, what you simply do is that you take the product of the elements in the leading diagonal, then you subtract them with the product of the elements in the other diagonal. So through that you are able to calculate the determinant. So that is what you are going to do practically. So I'll give an example of a 3 by 3 matrix. Then through that, you'll be able to calculate the determinant. So you can follow that on your screen. Yeah. So I'll go direct to the point. For example, I'll start by giving an example of a 3 by 3 matrix, which you're going to calculate now the determinant. So for example, I'll give an example of a matrix. So I'll begin by giving an example of a matrix here. So you can follow your screen. I'll begin by giving a matrix 3, 1, 2, and we have negative 1, 2, 4. Then lastly we have 3, negative 2, and 1. So we are going to calculate the determinant. You are going to calculate the determinant on this matrix. So we said that for you to calculate the determinant, you take the product of the elements in the leading diagonal, then you subtract them from the product of the elements in the other diagonal. So since this is a 3 by 3 matrix, we are going to do it a bit different, because the first thing that you're going to do is that you're going to take the elements in the first two columns, and then you're going to copy them in the other side of the brackets. So this is what I mean. So I'll take the elements in the first two columns, that is, and then I'm going to copy them on the other side of the brackets. So I'll take 3, negative 1, and 3. So that is the first column. The next column is 1, 2, and negative 2. So once you have copied that, the next thing is to identify now the elements in the leading diagonal. So you're going to do that direct to the point. So the first one, you can follow your point, your screen. So the first one is this one. That is the first one. We have 2, negative 1, and negative 2. So the next one is 1. You can follow your screen. 1, 4, and 3. That is the second one. And then the third one will be 3, 2, and 1. So those are the elements in the leading diagonals. So as you can see that on your screen. So the next thing, it is to identify now the elements in the other diagonal. So for example, I'll use a different color here. So maybe I can use blue. So the other elements in the other diagonal, we have 1. So you have 1, negative 1, and 1. So that will be the first one. Maybe I can write it as 1 prime. So the next one, we have negative 2, 4, and 3. We have negative 2, and 4, and 3. So maybe we can write as 1, 2. Then the last one, we have 3, 2, and 2. You can follow that on your screen. So maybe I can write as 2, maybe 3. So that is basically the first thing to do. Identify the elements in the leading diagonal and the elements in the other diagonal. So for us to calculate now the determinant, we'll have to subtract the product of the elements in the leading diagonal. We subtract the product of the elements in the other diagonal. So that is what I'm going to do practically, so you can follow that on your screen. So maybe sorry for that, maybe I can try using, so I'll use the other side to calculate. So we'll start by the elements in the leading diagonal. So we'll start by 3. We'll start by 3 multiply by 2 multiply by 1. So we'll start by 3 multiply by 2 multiply by 1. So that is the first one. Then you're going to add. So you're going to take 1 multiply by 4 multiply by 3. So we'll take 1 multiply by 4 multiply by 3. So you can follow that on your screen. Then the last one, in the elements in the leading diagonal, you have 2. We have 2 multiply by negative 1 multiply by negative 2. So I hope you can see that on your screen. Then you're going to do that simple calculation. We have 3 multiplied by 2, that is 6, multiplied by 1, we have 6. Then you're going to add 1 multiplied by 4, that is 4, multiplied by 3, we have, that will definitely give you 12. Then you're going to add 2 multiplied by negative 1, that is negative 2 multiplied by negative 2. So negative multiplied by negative will simply give you a positive. So that will be positive 4. So when you do that simple calculation, 6 plus 12, that is 18 plus 4, that will give you 22. So the product of the elements in the leading diagonal will definitely give you a 22. So we'll now calculate the product of the elements in the other diagonal. So we'll start by the first one. We have 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So this is 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So you can follow that on your screen. So we have 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, and then you're going to enclose that in brackets. Then you're going to add the other one, which is negative 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3. You can follow that on your screen. So you have negative 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3. So we are going to enclose that. And then the last one, we have negative, we have this one. We have 1 multiplied by negative 1 multiplied by 1. So we have 1 multiplied by negative 1 multiplied by 1. So you're going to do this simple calculation. 3 multiplied by 2, that is 6 multiplied by 2, that will give you 12. Then you're going to proceed. We have negative 2 multiplied by 4, that will give you negative 8 multiplied by 3 will give you negative 24. So we proceed with the other one. We have 1 multiplied by negative 1, that is negative 1, then multiply by 1. So negative multiplied by positive will definitely give you a negative. So we'll have negative 1. So when you do this calculation, negative 12, you have positive 12 minus 24, that is negative 12. It will be negative 12. Then you're going to subtract 1. So that is going to give you negative 13. So the product of the elements in the other diagonal, we have it is 13. So we'll now calculate the determinant. We'll take the product of the elements in the leading diagonal, which was 22. Then you're going to subtract the product of the elements in the other diagonal, which is 13. So we'll definitely take that one. So 22 minus 13, definitely it will give you a positive. So it will give you 34. So sorry for that. So as you can see on your screen here, we have negative 13. So for us to calculate now the determinant, we'll take 22, that is the product. That is the product of the elements in the leading diagonal. So you are going to minus the product of the elements in the leading diagonal, which is negative 13. So negative 13. So a negative and a negative will give you a positive. So our determinant here now will be 34. So our determinant for the matrix A, let's call this matrix A, will give you 34. So basically that is how you calculate a determinant on a 3 by 3 matrix. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial, and if you are new in this channel, remember to subscribe, comment, share, like, and also hit on the notification bell so that you will always be notified on our new uploads. Thank you.